Hello everyone, this is Dr. Sushma Sarila, consulting homeopath at Fidicus Women. What are the signs and symptoms of fibroids? As I told you here in this topic, we are going to discuss about the fertility issues. If you're someone who is unmarried or married, and if you're having some hormonal disruption also, we have discussed that in the first chapter of fibroids. The link will be given in the description box. You can just check it. Or if you're someone who is looking for a detailed explanation on all the types of causes, all the types of investigations, and all the types of symptoms, we have discussed that as well, and that link will also be provided in the description box. So now let's check out the infertility issues or the symptoms that are there if you're suffering from fibroids. So what are the signs and symptoms? The infertility related symptoms are, first one, the inability to conceive. For example, if you're having a fibroid near the fallopian tube, then there will be a problem for the sperm. It will travel until the uterus, but from the uterus to the fallopian tube, there will be a problem because there is fibroid, there is physical obstruction as it. And also, there will be recurrent miscarriages. These are the common signs and symptoms of someone who is planning for pregnancy or who is, pregnant right now suffering with fibroids. They have the symptoms which is recurrent miscarriages. That is, they have a miscarriage or an abortion, especially in the second month and the third month and the fourth month. These 3 months are very, very crucial. If you're someone who is suffering from fibroids, these are the common signs and symptoms. Now let's get into the common signs and symptoms apart from this infertility symptoms. So these are the signs and symptoms which are common in everyone. That is menstrual changes. See, if you're someone who doesn't even know if you're having fibroids or not, to evaluate it, just listen to all of the signs and symptoms. You will be knowing if you have fibroid or not. And also, if you're trying for pregnancy and if you're not able to conceive it, and if you are trying for pregnancy, you are conceiving but you're not able to withhold the baby, along with those symptoms, if you're having these symptoms, then it can be because of fibroid. The first symptom is menstrual changes. Especially in fibroids, you will be having prolonged bleeding. That is, usually the bleeding is for 3 days for some people, 5 or 6 or 7 or 8, but not more than that. If you're suffering from menstrual changes, that is change from your original menstrual period, where it is prolonged, or even if it is for 5 days, the flow is too much, the clots are there are larger or smaller clots are appearing, and there is severe pain associated with it, especially pain in the hypogastric region, especially pain, especially if it is fibroid, it is bearing down sensation. That is, someone is pulling through your hypogastric region, or someone is pulling from your vagina. You will have that feeling. If you are having all of these symptoms, it can be because of fibroid. And apart from that, you will be having pressure symptoms. What are pressure symptoms? If the fibroid is large enough, it can fall or cause pressure on the rectum, leading into painful defecation. And also, if it is falling anteriorly, it can fall on the urinary bladder, where you will be experiencing pain during micturition or pain during urination. And then constipation problem, we have already discussed. Anemia is one of the most neglected thing in this fibroid. See, if you're someone who is experiencing prolonged period, even if you're in a perimenopausal stage also, you should not neglect the prolonged bleeding, because a lot of bleeding will cause depletion in the iron content, it will cause depletion in the PCV, which is packed cell volume, it will cause depletion in the HB content and the ferritin and the folic acid levels, which will lead into anemia. And if it is severe, you have to have a blood transfusion. Many people encounter this, they do not even worry, they just feel like they're getting pale, but they just feel because it's of nutritional deficiency, they do not do anything to gain that iron levels back. And also, even if they're having prolonged period, some people do not even do not even consider those prolonged period. Even if they are getting pale, they feel like they are becoming fairer and waxier, but still they do not go to a doctor or do not get a lab test done. Please do not take these symptoms so lightly, because they are very important for your overall health. Anemia is one of the bad symptoms or the by symptoms of this fibroids. Along with that, we have already discussed the reproductive and the obstetrical problems, which is problem in being conceiving, or problem in getting conceived, or problem in holding the baby, that is recurrent miscarriages or abortions as such. These are the common signs and symptoms of fibroids. Let's look into the matter more to know more about it. If you're someone who is experiencing fibroids and watching a video, if you want to have a good cure for your symptoms as such, you should be choosing Fidicus Homeopathy. In Fidicus Homeopathy, we have two kinds of consultation options. One is the online consultation if you're staying far away from the nearest branch of Fidicus, and in-person consultation if you're staying near the nearest branch of Fidicus. In online consultation, we have two options. One is the audio consultation and the second one is the video consultation. You can approach us through either one of it. And also, after the consultation has been done, and if you're having any sort of investigations already done, you can share it with us. After the case taking and the doctor consultation, the medicines will be delivered to you, especially to the online clients. Home delivery will be done. If you're staying in India, it will take 3 to 4 business days for our medicines to reach your doorstep. If you're staying in USA, it can take 3 to 5 business days. Across the globe, it can take 4 to 8 business days. If you want to contact us, you can contact us to the given number here, either through WhatsApp, either through call, or either through message. Okay. And if you want to know more about Fidicus Homeopathy, you can check our website www.fidicus.com. If you are experiencing any sort of fibroid issues, infertility, or female reproductive diseases like endometriosis, adenomyosis, chocolate cyst, or hemorrhagic cyst, PCOD, PCOS, dysmenorrhea, which is painful periods. If you're looking for cure, Fidicus Homeopathy is the answer. Why is it that you should choose Fidicus Homeopathy? Because Fidicus Homeopathy stands for highest chance of health. Here we follow 3 principles. First, the reason for doing this video is itself because of the high and good amount of success rates that we are having in this female reproductive organ diseases. Second is the transparent treatment, where there is no gray area between the patient and the doctor. We will be discussing you in detail about your prognosis. And the third thing is the personal care. The personal care here at Fidicus is really top notch. The reason for this video is because of the personal care. That is because in persons or the online clients have asked us so much of questions that we wanted to do a video in order to convey it and also in order to educate other people. So the personal care, we will be discussing in detail all of your myths. We will be busting it and we will be educating you. So if you want to choose cure, if you want to have an answer for all of your diseases, Fidicus Homeopathy is the answer. So choose Fidicus Homeopathy if you want to choose cure. Thank you.